Welcome back to Despot, where we talk about shows, comics, and movies, and a whole bunch of other shit.
And hey, it's true. It's true. Hey, I no lies. Talk to him.
This is Angel, and this is Dolfo.
James Gunn this past week came out with the bomb.
Yeah, and we kind of saw it coming because he kept talking about it like, oh, next week I'm going to talk about my upcoming slate. It's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Chapter 1.
Now, I will say... prequel. He did talk about the Flash, Shazam, and Aquaman. He made it sound
and
like
Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. He made it sound like they're still in the DCU.
Yes.
Ezra got a job. Yeah.
for the foreseeable future.
So Ezra has a job, but Henry Cavill did not. Out.
Straight to jail.
He's out straight to jail.
That's crazy, bro. Look, The Flash must be the greatest movie ever made in cinema because I just don't know how.
When is the Flash scheduled to come out?
June or July. It's one of the.
I thought it was April.
2023. Yeah.
It's a summer.
We did our 2023. Yeah. I think they are gonna retcon it, and I think they've been going back and forth on what to retcon. Mm-hmm. And now that James Gunn is like in charge, they're like, okay, this is exactly what we're gonna retcon.
The Flashpoint, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Flashpoint.
Yeah. That's what I kept saying. I was like, they're gonna do a Flashpoint. Like, they're gonna reset their universe. Right off the bat, I'm excited for Booster Gold, man. I kept talking about Booster Gold. I was like, I want to see Booster Gold.
It's gonna be a TV
because
show.
I was just watching Justice League Unlimited. Like I just finished it, and Booster Gold is in it.
Yeah.
I hope Chris Pratt plays Booster Gold.
That would be...
because he has talked about still working with James Gunn in the future.
I can see him being Booster Gold. Now,
I can see him being
for
Booster
the people who don't know who Booster Gold is...
like me.
He's a superhero from the future that uses future technology to act like a superhero in the present.
Okay, yeah.
So he has a suit from the future that gives him flight, superhuman strength, energy, energy shooting.
Yeah.
He's me. Like literally, like if I had that choice, I would go back in time and be like a god.
I would have too. I'm not gonna lie, I would too.
I feel like that premise makes him a villain. No, like I feel like he's a hero, but I feel
he doesn't do anything bad.
Villainy,
just villainy.
It's not bad,
villainy,
but like
it's just
if I pitched you that idea, I feel like I'd be pitching a villain. You know?
Yeah.
Like somebody who's like coming back for
Yeah. It just seems kind of like throws you off.
Throws you off, yes.
Yeah, kind of like throws you off.
But he is best friends with Blue Beetle, the first one, James Kent Roy, Ted Roy.
No, No,
Kent Roy is Dr. Fate.
Yeah. Kent Nelson is Dr. Fate, my boy.
my bad.
You're throwing names over here.
Shoot. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But yes, he is friends with the first Blue Beetle. And I think Booster Gold is going to be a show.
Yes, it is going to be a show. It's going to
be a comedy, like a comedic show is what they were saying.
I can see this being... Booster Gold is a comedic character.
Yeah, he's a comedic character.
Chris Pratt would seem like a good character for that.
Yes,
I do like the Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yes, he's funny. He looks like
he looks funny.
All-American.
So we're just going to go over the list real quick, and then we'll just talk about a couple that we're excited for. So we got Booster Gold. Mm-hmm. We got Swamp Thing.
Yes.
We got Paradise Lost.
That's the Wonder Woman one. Before Wonder Woman.
Yes.
That's
Wander.
The Authority, Green Lantern, Amanda Waller, Superman Legacy, which is going to be a movie, Creature Commandos, The Brave and the Bold, which is also going to be a movie, and Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow.
Let's talk about that last one first, because I think it's too early to introduce Supergirl.
I do too. I 100% agree.
Way too early.
She should be like a chapter 3, maybe 4.
Yeah. One of those where you've already established the Justice League, you've already established like the relationships, and then Supergirl comes in and it's like, oh, I'm not the last Kryptonian, you know? I'm not the last. Yeah. There's people out there.
Sponsor of this video is Despot, which is us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and
it helps. It really does.
Just engage with the video.
Yes,
it definitely helps us out a lot.
James Gunn, I hope that you watch Young Justice, because the way the last season where they did the whole negative zone and having
Phantom Zone.
Phantom Zone. Thank you. But yeah, the Phantom Zone and all that. I thought that was a great way to introduce the Kryptonians.
Yes.
And for Superman, and like I said, it's too early for Supergirl.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't throw in other characters too soon.
Yes.
Like Robin or something.
Well, he is. So let me. This is what I'm also pissed.
A lot of people were mad about this one.
I'm pissed.
I am a little upset
pissed.
too.
So The Brave and the Bold is going to be a movie about Batman
and Robin.
but not the first Robin.
It's not Dick Grayson.
It's gonna be the fourth Robin, Damian Wayne.
Yeah, his son. I don't know why they keep doing Dick Grayson dirty, man. Dick Grayson
deserves so much better.
I know he's a sidekick, and he was a sidekick for most of the part, but Dick Grayson / Nightwing, arguably one of the best comic book characters ever.
Yes, I think he's like one of my favorite DC characters, dude. He's
my favorite character from Young Justice.
Yes,
just to say that, because we see him progress from Robin to Nightwing.
I think he's top 5 for me in DC characters. He's not. I think he's 1 or 2, honestly. If I made my list, I love Nightwing. He did say that we were going to be introduced to the Bat family, so maybe we will see Dick Grayson as Nightwing, or we will.
But I wanted to see it. Like, if we're starting from the beginning,
are we getting a new Batman?
Yes.
Thank God.
This also pisses me off. No, but they're gonna have the Batman and this Batman.
And that Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
So they've already announced the Batman Part 2.
But I mean,
so Robert Pattinson, it's his own world.
Which is crazy,
universe.
bro.
I don't like Robert Pattinson as Batman.
I do. He's got the age, and
I just don't like.
It's very grounded. I do like Robert Pattinson as
I
Batman.
think James Gunn should have put his foot down. Either tell Matt Reeves, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but this is gonna be part of the DCU. You can do your own thing, but if I need Robert Pattinson to show up, he's gonna show up, or just scrap it." It's confusing for people.
It is confusing. It's confusing for the general audience.
Yes, it's not confusing for us because obviously we watch this, we do this, we know what's going on. We're privy to things, but for the general audience, I always hear it from people when I talk to my coworkers, when I talk to friends who don't make this like their movie watching. They always. Why
is there 2 Batman?
Yeah, this is the same thing with like the Sony universe and their characters and everything. They just gotta confuse everybody.
Yes.
But I will say I wish I became a director, a screenwriter, because I've always had this headcanon where this was my dream because I love Dick Grayson. So the first movie was going to be Dick Grayson, like Batman and Robin, and him becoming Nightwing and like going through that journey. So the second movie was gonna be Jason Todd trying to learn how to be the new Batman, and like Dick Grayson showing him how to be Robin and like work through things. And then at the end of the movie, the Joker was gonna kill him. So the third movie was gonna be Tim Drake, Jason Todd coming back as the Red Hood, and the whole Bat family pretty much having to stop Jason Todd and Red Hood. And they have that ending from the animation where he just tells Batman off and tells him that you should have killed the Joker. That's always been my dream for Robin, like the Robin story. That's like 3 movie. Like that's always, I've had that since I was little, and I've wanted that live action so bad. And now I feel like I'm never gonna see a good Robin film.
Yes, no, we're never gonna see Robin. Well, the Robin we want.
Yeah,
because everyone hates Damian Wayne.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people dislike him.
Well, he's just he hasn't had a good run. Well, he hasn't had a long run in the comics like the comics like the other 3. But he is his son. He has some good comics with the Raja Ghul and the League of Assassins. Yeah. He also had the animated film with the Justice League where I forgot what
it's just Justice League versus Teen Titans.
Yes, and then the other like sequels and all that. Yes. To keep going,
we're not really gonna go over all of them, but the other one I do want to talk about is Superman Legacy.
Oh my god, I thought it was gonna be Green Lantern. Okay, go ahead.
I'm excited for Green Lantern.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about Superman Legacy first.
Superman Legacy, he said it's gonna be like a coming of age story for Superman.
He said it's already gonna be set with him being in the Daily Planet. Did he say the Justice League was already established in this?
No,
well, he's already Superman though. He's already
gonna be Superman.
Yeah. But he wants a young Superman.
I don't mind it. I'm excited to see the younger superheroes.
I do
because
agree.
We do get a lot of older Batmans and Supermans.
And if we're gonna be doing this long term, we have to get a young Superman.
Yes,
we have to get a young.
No,
whether we like it or not, because we are gonna get a young Batman. We have to get a young Batman.
I think out of all these movies, I'm excited because I think he knows what to do with Superman. Now James Gunn is writing, and I think he's going to direct it.
Yes,
right choice because it's his vision. I think this movie is going to actually like sell.
I hope
the tone. It's going to set the tone.
It's going to set the tone, and I hope it just focuses more on his human side.
Yes, yeah, because that's what Superman is about. It's about him being human, learning. He's more human than he is a god.
Kryptonian.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I agree. Yes.
You guys said you're excited for Green Lantern.
I'm ready for this.
So I'm excited for Green Lantern, but the thing that I hate is that it should be a movie.
Yeah,
it's going to be a show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a show. Yeah, I know, dude.
It's gonna be a detective style show with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart
and Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu.
But we're finally seeing Jon Stewart at least.
Well, I think it's a mistake to have both of them.
I do too. I do too. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm just not at this point. I'm just not saying them, but I do disagree. It's either you pick Hal or you pick John.
Yeah, and I think you should pick John for this one, but it's okay. It is what it is. Hopefully, maybe Hal dies like towards like chapter 2 or 3 or whatever.
Imagine they both die and Guy Gardner comes in.
No. Do you think at the first sign of trouble, DC Slazov
Zaslav
fires James Gunn?
No.
No, I feel like he's gonna give him a.
I think he'll give him his chapter
good
1.
leash? Like
Yeah, he has to. I think he's gonna give him a leash.
Finish his first phase.
At least and see how it goes.
First chapter, first.
Yeah,
season,
I think
whatever.
we see the whole first chapter, and then after that,
Well,
who knows?
This isn't even the first chapter. Like this isn't the whole first chapter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
more.
this is just a.
He said
Okay.
there's more to this for chapter 1.
That
Gods
sounds
and
like a
monsters.
mistake, to be honest.
This sounds like it's gonna be like a 5-year chapter 1.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like a lot of content.
Yeah,
it is.
They're going the MCU route.
Yeah.
And they don't even have like a universe site yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Look, James, I trust.
Okay, so now I take back my comment about the long leash. I thought this was it, so I was like, you know what? That's a good amount of shows and
Yeah.
movies. You can give them a leash.
Depending on what the timeline of all of this is, like how many years it's gonna take for this first chapter to go through.
Superman 2025.
I
know, 2 years. It's already barely. Yeah. Well, I will say if Superman is a failure, I don't see this ending well.
Yes. If Batman is a failure.
I think Batman
I was
can.
gonna say Batman and Superman. If those are both failures, or one of them failing and one doing decent,
this
it's still gonna.
This is gonna suck if the Batman Part 2 does well and the Brave and the Bold doesn't. Because then your DCU Batman is already coming off a terrible movie, and the Batman already has the first Batman, which did great. Well, it did great among general audience. I didn't like it as much, but did great.
It did great. You can't say overall it did good.
And if the Batman Part 2 does better, oh my god, bro! That's why I also think it's a mistake, because if you have two Batmans, one's gonna do better than the other, and if that gap is significant,
it's bad.
It's already splitting the viewership, because you're already getting a part 2 to the other one. You're splitting. People are already solidified to that movie.
Yeah, the worst part is you're splitting the viewership amongst yourself. Like you can control that. It's different if it's like, oh, our DC movie's going up against that Marvel movie. Like we have no control of that, but we have control over the Batman.
And and you have your own Batman competing against each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
it's fucking dumb.
Like they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Stupid. No. Well, look, I'm excited to talk more about DCU as we get more news and we get the movies coming, and hopefully the show is still going on in 2 years when Superman Legacy comes out. Hopefully you guys are still watching. We're at 10,000. We're at 100,000.
Damn, in like 2 years, I'm hoping we're at like at least 500,000.
50. Oh, I was saying 50.
You guys have. I hope that we're at least at 300 subscribers. Just total.
Let us know what you guys think about chapter 1 so far, and give us some of your fan casting. Like, let us know who you want cast as who.
Yes, sir.
Because I haven't really thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah, hopefully
who's gonna be the new Superman?
Hopefully
the new Batman?
we don't get a Mr. Fantastic kind of casting where they came out with another one.
I know,
another rumor. I'm like, bro, just announce it.
Yeah.
Adios.
We'll see ya.
Deuces.